All right. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. I'm Gene Ginsberg and this is RJ Bates, and we're going to go through a presentation about Google AdWords today. So we are Titanium Digital Marketing and we help in real estate investors with their digital marketing needs. And we're going to talk about digital marketing for real estate investors. So a step-by-step guidance on how to find motivated sellers using digital marketing. And we're going to get started with you, RJ.
Yeah, so I'm RJ Bates, and I'm the owner of Titanium Investments based out of Fort Worth, Texas. We do invest in other markets across the country. I think we're quickly becoming famous for the guys that are crazy enough to invest in Hawaii and Alaska, but we're in other normal markets like St. Louis and Tulsa and Arizona as well. Since the beginning of 2015, we've bought and sold over $90 million in real estate. We currently own over 100 rental properties. Majority of those have been bought in about the past 18 months. At home, I'm referred to as Dada by my son Trinity and my daughter Serenity. And I'm overall a sports fanatic. Huge Texas Longhorns fan, and we're playing Super Regionals, game 3 starting here in about an hour. So super excited to keep up with that today. Places you might have seen me. I have my real estate investing podcast, the Titanium Vault. Also have been on other real estate investing podcasts like Flip Talk with Don Costa. Just did the Real Deals podcast with Tucker Maryhugh and Flip Nerd with Mike Hambright. And also, this past Friday, I was asked to go to the Propelio studios, and I did a live video there talking about what we do at Titanium and just kind of what newer real estate investors kind of asked me, and I answered some of those questions. So moving on to the lovely Miss Gene Ginsberg, who is much more qualified in this realm than I am.
Wow, you're definitely qualified in the real estate investing space. So hat off to you on that one. So I'm Gene Ginsberg. I'm a digital marketing expert. I'm also a #1 best-selling author of the book Win New Customers, How to Attract, Connect, and Convert More Prospects into Customers in 60 Days Using Digital Marketing Strategies. I am the founder and CEO of Ginball Digital Marketing and GeneGinsberg.com. And in both companies, we help entrepreneurs and small to medium-sized businesses find new customers using digital marketing strategies. I've been doing this for quite a while now, over 11 years. I also have a YouTube channel, so feel free to check out my YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and put in my name. And I'm a lifelong learner. I go through books and podcasts and digital courses on a daily basis. I'd say I'm always listening to some sort of audio book. And actually the latest one is by Gary Vaynerchuk called Crushing It. And I love the outdoors and going snowboarding and cycling. So that's a little bit about me. And I've been featured in a few places like Forbes and Huffington Post. I'm also a contributing writer to a few publications. Thrive Global, Authority Magazine, and actually Amex Open Forum, but I forgot to include that one. And I have been on some radio shows and podcasts, of course, with RJ. That's how we met, through an entrepreneur group. And I was a guest on RJ's show, the Titanium Vault, of course. And we started talking about digital marketing. We're like, hey, there's definitely a need in the industry for digital marketing for real estate investors. And then, of course, I've been on some other podcasts as well. So that's a little bit about us and who we are. So a couple of weeks ago, we did a webinar about a Facebook case study. So today we're going to specifically talk about Google AdWords, but we're going to recap a little bit of the Facebook case study. So do you want to go into that, RJ?
Yeah, so for you guys that didn't make a couple of our earlier on webinars, here's a Facebook ad case study that we have. What you're looking at is the actual Facebook ad that we utilized. We took a picture of a house that we had previously wholesaled. We went to canva.com, which is a website that you can create digital content like this picture here, specifically for Facebook. I added the little need to sell your house, receive the cash offer in 24 hours. We posted this on our business Facebook page, Titanium Investments. As you can see up there at the top, this was November 18th, 2015. The great thing about these ads is once you create them, you can kind of use them over and over again. You don't always have to create a new post. As you see, we have a couple of call to actions, like call my phone number there, click here to go to our specific website. We ran this ad for $50. We targeted it to a specific zip code in Fort Worth, Texas, and we acquired one wholesale deal off of this, and we actually made $12,000 off that wholesale deal. And then we ran another ad for this in a different zip code for $75, and I actually acquired my personal house and my partner's house by adding it to Instagram. So from this ad, over the course of $125 total, we acquired 3 properties, 2 properties which we currently hold. We took them down subject to the existing mortgage, captured quite a bit of equity, and we also had a wholesale deal that we made $12,000 profit on. So just kind of wanted to show you guys, today we're going to talk about Google AdWords, but we also wanted to throw out there that we all are in the coaching program also going to talk about Facebook ads, and we kind of just wanted to show you guys something that we've already kind of talked about in other webinars. So moving on, today we're going to talk about Google AdWords case study. This one is specifically to Titanium Investments of Hawaii. So as you guys know, and I mentioned earlier, we invest in multiple markets, and we learned very early on when we started looking at the Hawaii market that we quite possibly needed to rebrand. Hawaii is very, culture is a very important part of who they are as people and who they want to do business with. So we rebranded our logo to include rainbows and waves because those are 2 very important things to their culture. So we kind of created the new logo. We kind of came up with a story behind how we came up with that logo. And early on, we didn't know what marketing was going to be successful or not successful in Hawaii because it is such a different culture out there. And we wanted to just see, we wanted to test the waters with all of the different forms of marketing that we've done in other markets. And so Google AdWords was one of the first forms of marketing that we did out there. And you'll actually see our ad off to the right there. Very simple. We buy Hawaiian houses, cash, offer within 24 hours, call now. And then it has our website there that you can go to. And then we said local, which is probably the most important part of our marketing campaign to the local Hawaiians. The thing that we learned about the Hawaii market is that the houses very rarely leave the family. It's just passed down from generation to generation, and they want to keep it, even if it does leave the family. They want to do business with someone that's local. So we found what was most important to our buyers or our clients, or the sellers actually. So local. And we wanted to say that we're experienced and honest because these are core values that Hawaiians and in their culture find very important. And then obviously we want to tap into what we're hoping is their motivation. We buy houses cash and we'll make an offer within 24 hours. So we're going across the board on very simple things that should be important to them. So I'm sure you guys, if y'all have ever done Google AdWords before, very similar ad, right? So we ran this Google AdWords campaign for $500 total. We targeted 5 specific keywords. And those 5 specific keywords are not necessarily important to today's case study, just because those 5 specific keywords are going to change depending on what market you're in. We chose 5 specific keywords for the Hawaiian market, but say if you're in Dallas, Fort Worth, or Atlanta, Georgia, or St. Louis, Missouri, those words are going to change. And that's part of what we're going to teach you at Titanium Digital Marketing is really understanding your motivated seller and almost building an avatar for them and understanding what you need to target specifically to get these high ROIs that we're achieving with this marketing. So we received over 10 verified leads. And what I mean by verified leads is these are actual people that want to sell their house and are motivated. They have a motivation to sell their house. It's an unwanted inherited property. There was a divorce, a bankruptcy, foreclosure, something along those lines. That's what we can consider a verified lead. So far, we purchased one property from those 10 verified leads. We have made 9 other offers. But the one thing about the Hawaiian culture is boom buy. Nothing moves fast. Everybody takes their time, and we love that about that market. So there's nothing wrong with that. But we did purchase one property so far. So let's move on to the next slide. There's a couple of pictures here of the actual property. Sorry, they're not the best of pictures, but these are the before pictures that we have so far. So you can see the house in the second picture right there. That's right off of the road that it sits on. And then a couple of other pictures where we're actually already doing rehab. So the ARV, I do the numbers backwards on here. And so this is kind of just a little insight into RJ's brain on how he makes offers. We always start with the after repair value. So the after repair value on this one is $220,000. My partner Elijah went and looked at this. This property is on the Big Island. It was in pretty significant disrepair, and so it needed $50,000 in rehab, even though the property is only like 1,700 square feet. The purchase price, after we kind of negotiated with the seller based off those rehab needs and their personal motivation and what they needed out of the property, we purchased it for $80,000, which the tax assessment value on this property was $115,000. And as y'all know, that's usually low. So we got a pretty good deal on this. And we stand to make a gross profit after we complete rehab and sell this on the MLS of $90,000. So we're looking at, overall, we spent $500 in marketing on Google AdWords on this one campaign. We've already locked down a property, purchased it. We're in mid-rehab right now where we stand to make a gross profit of $90,000. So let's move on to the next slide, Gene. So today, guys, I want y'all to kind of understand where we're coming from as a company. Right now, do you want to make $90,000? That's kind of the question I wanted to ask you. We've done multiple webinars so far where we have shown, just today, I've shown you a Facebook ad that we took down a $12,000 wholesale profit deal, a $90,000 gross profit on a Google AdWords campaign. We've previously, also in the Facebook ad, we took down 2 properties where we captured north of $100,000 in equity. And we've also shown on another webinar where we made $37,000 on another Facebook ad. All of these campaigns combined, we've spent less than $1,000 in marketing. So often do I sit down with other investors and they're like, what's your marketing budget? And a couple of years ago, we literally spent $12,000 on marketing, and we did $1.2 million in revenue. So that is kind of what we want to show you guys, how we've been able to achieve the growth and the success we've had at Titanium Investments, and we want to show that through the coaching program at Titanium Digital Marketing. So very simple. Do you want to make $90,000? Here's the steps. Go to rei.marketing. Sign up. Our program is $97 a month. That's less than $25 a week. And after that, it's up to you to take action. This is kind of the new motto that I have, because so often do I get people that message me. They want to ask me what advice I give them. Really, it's taking action. We're giving you the steps. There was no secret sauce to that campaign that I just showed you. And to be honest with you, now that I'm working with Gene, I kind of realized that campaign that I ran was so elementary and so simple, we weren't even really utilizing the proper techniques that we can. But I'm learning from Gene, and I want you guys to learn as well. I'm just bringing the real estate side of things. So if we move on to the next slide, Gene, we're going to talk about our digital marketing for real estate investors program. Kind of want to pass it off to Gene here and let her kind of finish off and explain to you guys what our coaching program is about.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks very much for sharing the both of those case studies. And if you missed, I think we still have the Facebook webinar somewhere around on YouTube or somewhere on Facebook. So if you guys find it, you are welcome, of course, to watch it. But thank you for sharing the Google AdWords campaign, because I just think that this is such a revolutionary point in not necessarily only in real estate investing, but in so many industries, that going from traditional marketing to digital marketing. And I'm sure, and I know that RJ, you and I have spoken about this many times about what traditional marketing budgets look like, which are so large and so, necessary, I guess, to create that. But for digital marketing, you can spend so much less and still get such a high ROI. So that's why we stand behind digital marketing. And like I said, I've been doing this for over 11 years, and we have a program specifically for real estate investors. So we've already been doing this for the last month and a half, and we've already had 3 sessions specifically for digital marketing for real estate investors. So we go into the step-by-step processes of how to create your Facebook ads and how to create Google AdWords campaigns and how to use landing pages and what are some of the best converting landing pages. So we just want to invite you to the digital marketing program for real estate investors, and we're going to build with you our digital marketing program to get your digital marketing program together, because like I said, we feel so strongly that we know that this is going to work for you, that we want to share the step-by-step process. And this webinar is great because it gives you kind of an idea of what Google AdWords can possibly do for you, or Facebook can do for you, but we want to actually give you the details in the program. So we're going to transplant our winning campaigns and proven strategies into your business to grow your business. And were you going to say something, RJ?
Yeah, I was going to say, today we talked about a Google AdWords campaign in Hawaii. And I talked about the specific keywords that we chose to use to generate the leads that we got. We want to do that with you as well. We want to sit down and every other week we're going to have a live Q&A. And during that live Q&A, you can be very specific about your campaigns that you're running. Like, hey, last week we talked about Facebook ads, and I need to be very specific on what ads I'm running and what demographics I'm going after. That's where you're really going to see the benefits of this program, because we can sit down and we can analyze your market. I mean, hell, to be honest with you guys, a lot of these markets, Titanium Investments is already marketing too. I mean, at this point in time, I think we've done transactions in 15 different states. So we're at the point where if I don't know the answer, we can do the research and we can help you guys be successful. And we want to prove to you guys that this program is going to be one of the highest ROIs that you can have for any kind of sort of education or coaching programs that you can have. That's why we set the price point where we set it at, and we make it very simple for you guys to go out and take action. And every week, you're going to have a support system with us, with myself, and with Gene. Feel free to ask us any questions, but there's only so much that we can give in these free webinars, and that's why we have the program. The program here is to set up, and like she said in this slide, we're going to show the winning campaigns and the strategies that we've had, and we just want to transplant those into your business.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And so what do you get if you sign up for the program? So we're going to share, of course, step-by-step instructions on the best digital strategies. But not only that, it's going to be specific. So like I said, we've already had 3 sessions. One was about Facebook ads, one was about how to set up your Facebook pixel on your website, and one was about landing pages. And we have so many more that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Canva, and we're going to talk about Google AdWords and how to do Google keyword research and email marketing campaigns and retargeting campaigns. I mean, we have so many exciting things lined up that I'm just like so excited about the next few weeks, because we're going to go through all of these points, and it's going to be like this. I'm going to actually share my screen. I'm going to go into Google AdWords, for example, and go into each of the step-by-steps on how to create your campaign and how to do keyword research, for example. And it's going to be like that for every single time that we meet. So it's what we call a watch over my shoulder content. So, basically it's as if you were standing behind me and looking at my computer and reviewing everything that I'm doing on how to create these campaigns. And we only ask for 1 hour of your day out of the week. So 1 hour on Tuesdays we're going to meet, and the way it's going to work is that we have 1 week we're going to have content, so we're going to go through a specific point like how to set up your Facebook ad. And then the following week we're going to do Q&A. So you have a week to go back into your business, create the campaigns, execute, and then if you have questions, if you need troubleshooting, if you're not sure how to do something, then the following week we have Q&A so that I can answer, and RJ and I can answer any questions that you have for any of the campaigns you're setting up. And of course, all the webinars are going to be recorded. You're going to have worksheets and guides, and you're going to have your own login into your account. And all of this is available on any device. So if you want to look through this on your iPad, on your iPhone, whatever, you can just log into your platform and everything will be available to you. You can watch these videos anywhere. So our typical regular price is $297 a month, but because you're on the webinar, we want to offer this to you for $97 a month. And of course, you can cancel anytime. And if you think about it, it's less than $25 a week for you to review all of this and execute it in your business. And just we talked about today, the Google Adwords campaign. I mean, we made $90,000 in gross profit just on one campaign where we spent $500. So the next session is coming up tomorrow, actually June 12th, so we hope that you join us. And if you go to rei.marketing, you'll be able to sign up. It's going to look something like this, where you're going to see this page and you can click on the subscribe button. And it's, like I said, $97 a month. You can cancel at any time. And we hope that you join us. And again, please go to rei.marketing to get all the details.
Guys, the way I kind of want to wrap this session up is I want to explain that this is, how affordable this is, $97 a month. And what we're showing you is years of research. Gene's been doing this for 11 years. I've been in business since 2012. I've been full-time in the real estate since 2015, and the majority of our success that we've been able to achieve has been through some form of digital marketing. Yes, we still use traditional forms of marketing like cold calling and direct mail and bandit signs and those other things, but the highest ROI that I've seen in our business is through digital marketing. That's why I'm passionate about it. That's why I'm a part of this program, and that's why we started this business together and we partnered with Gene. I can't sell it to you guys any other better than it's $97 a month. I know you guys are spending so much more money in other programs and other forms of coaching that do not return the kind of high ROI that you can receive through digital marketing and utilizing Facebook ads and retargeting and Google AdWords for your real estate investing business. So at this point in time, I hope you guys, this message resonated with you, and check us out at rei.marketing. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the chat box down below. Outside of that, you can feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. You can find me at RJ Bates III. I'm open to answering any and all questions that you might have. If you want to reach out to me offline and kind of just have a more one-on-one conversation, I'm open to that as well. A couple of common questions that we've received from people that have been interested in the program is, how long is the program? The program is an ongoing organic process. Okay. We want to work with you on how to continue to grow your business utilizing digital marketing. This is not a 3-week program or 3-month program where we're hoping that you come on board, you pay $97 a month, and you see the investment in your business continues to grow and the ROI continues to go up based off of what we're teaching and working with you, and how we're working together to grow that marketing campaigns throughout your business. So there's not really a timeline on how long you should be a part of it, but at any point in time, you can cancel. You do not have to be a part of this forever. You can sign up right now and cancel tomorrow if you want to. A couple of other questions is, who is this specifically made for? Is this for anybody in real estate? It's very much specifically for real estate investors trying to locate motivated sellers. At some point in time, we might talk about locating cash buyers for wholesalers. But right now, it's with the way the market is, it's so easy to find cash buyers. We really want to nail down how to find the motivated sellers, because In every mastermind that I go to, meetup, art, RIA, whatever I go to, the number one question is what are you doing for marketing? And again, like I said, we've been able to save tens of thousands of dollars and get a higher ROI and a net profit on our deals because we've been utilizing digital marketing. So those are the main questions. Gene, do you have any other questions that you've been asked from people?
Yes, the other question that I've been asked is there an upsell to this program? There is no upsell to the program. This is just $97 a month, and you're going to get all the information in this program. Like I said, it's going to be weekly webinars, so we are not going to try to upsell you for anything beyond that, and all the information will be available to you in video format and worksheets and guides and things like that. So we're not going to try to get you into the program and then sell you something else. So we are just keeping it at $97 a month. We want to be available to everybody so that anybody who is running their own business can invest $97 in this program.
All right, guys, do y'all have any other questions? If you do, shoot them in the chat box. If not, that's pretty much all we have to do. And we have a list of all the people that attended. And so don't make me individually reach out to you and find out why you didn't sign up. Because
and RJ will do it.
Yes, I'm going to start doing this because I'm seeing, and I'll be completely candid with you guys. The last webinar that we had, we shared on a Facebook study. And I had a person who attended say, I'm not going to sign up for the program because you showed me everything that I need in the webinar. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, that's not the case. There's so much more that goes into this. As I've worked with Gene, my mind has been blown away. Gene, what time is the webinar tomorrow?
It's at 10 a.m. Pacific, so that's noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, and those webinars are always recorded, so if you can't make it at the live time, you can always log in you will have your own individual login to the system, and you will be able to watch the webinars at your own time. And previous webinars that have been recorded, in Q&A sessions, you'll be able to watch those as well.
Yep, everything is available since we started the program a month and a half ago, so you can go back to every single video we've ever done and watch it. We're actually making this available, even though not everybody was paying at that point, but right. We're still making this all available to you. So it's basically like free content that you didn't have to pay for that we're making available to you in the past month and a half.
And part of that goes back to we wanted to make this where we understand as entrepreneurs and real estate investors, time is possibly one of your most precious commodities. And so we wanted to make sure that y'all have the opportunity to watch this when you're available, and that it's just an asset to your business and not something that you feel responsible to be somewhere at a specific time. I'm very much the kind of guy that likes to do this stuff at 10 and 11 p.m. at night.
After the kids have gone to bed?
Absolutely. And, sometimes during the day, it's just your day's too busy and you have too much going on in your business. So outside of that, Paul, I did get your question. Let's talk about that offline. Paul had a question about if we can make this available for realtors as well. I think a lot of the same principles go into this. It's just changing a couple of the demographics and a couple of the keywords. I just got here. Will there be a replay? Yes. Gene will send out an email to everybody that signed up for the webinar that either showed up late or could not attend. So there will be an email sent out later today with a replay of the webinar. Outside of that, if we don't have any other questions, guys, I think that's pretty much all we have for y'all today. Like I said, please go to rei.marketing, sign up, guys. I promise you this is going to be something that is nothing but an asset to your business.
There's actually one other question that people have been asking before this is that, so this program is also run by you in a way. So if you have specific points or specific topics that you want to discuss, we are very nimble, we're small, so this isn't like a behemoth company where we're like, okay, we have these 10 topics, for the next 10 weeks. It's like, we want to help you. So if there's a specific topic that you want us to discuss, then we're going to make this kind of as a feedback loop. So anytime you have a topic, just let us know, and we will present that next time on the webinar.
Awesome. Okay, guys, thank you for attending, and we'll see y'all soon.